Today I'll be going over the Mailbox 4-box spreader plate. This plate was designed by Mailbox to fix to an existing post and has 4 evenly spaced mounting holes to mount mailboxes to. This is a 12 gauge steel plate that is very sturdy and rigid, and I would expect this would hold your mailboxes very sturdy, just like the other products that they offer. The holes in the top of this are 3 3/8 apart, which mount to Mailbox's mounting pattern. But you can also buy adapter plates if you want to install a different brand of Mailbox on top, or Mailbox on top, I should say. All of the holes are threaded, and just like in Mailbox's other kits, they even include the hardware to do the job. So you have all the bolts to fasten your mailboxes to each section, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they even include 4 different screws for this inside section. And these inside section screws are actually hex bolts that are flat like pan heads. And you'll notice that there's like recessed dimples in the center here. And again, they put some thought into this because if you fasten this to your post, that recess in the metal conceals the bolts so you have a nice flush surface to mount all your boxes. I actually have a Mailbox post to my left, and I want to just show how easy this would be. So this is a 43-inch post by Mailbox. They make other post lengths, like I've explained in other videos, for your application to make sure you're meeting height requirements. But what you would do is you would mount your post in the ground, remove the existing hardware that comes on this post, and you would simply mount your spreader plate to the top. Once your spreader plate has been mounted with the fasteners they give you, you would install your 4 boxes and you'd be good to go. I don't know if I've said it already, but this does come in a couple different colors: black, white, cream white, bronze, and granite. So once again, I'm super impressed. Just seems like a great product. I'm excited to install it for a customer. It does come in 4-box, 3-box, and 2-box widths, so you're not limited to just 4. I will be honest though, when I do install this for a customer coming up, I'm a bit nervous. Like the Mail Manager and Mail Manager Pro, those boxes weigh about 30 pounds each. So that would mean I'd have about 120 pounds on this steel gauge. You know, this is a heavy gauge post that they make, but I'd have this in the ground and they'd be balanced on the top. And so what I'm actually gonna do for this upcoming install is I'm actually gonna use 2 posts. I'm gonna use one here, and I'm actually gonna use one on the other side over here. And I'm gonna have to do a little bit of modification, but I'm going to drill out the threads in here so that I can actually fasten a box through these existing holes to the post that I set and do the same on the other side. You know, one thing that I really like to do when I install a box is just do it right and do it one time. And although I do believe that Mailbox does put a lot of thought and design in their products, and I certainly believe they do, but for me personally, I want this box to last for the next 30 years when I install it for the customer. So instead of just using 1 post, which I believe would work, I'm gonna go a little above and beyond and use 2 posts. That means digging 2 holes, that means reinforcing with rebar, but I think it's the right thing to do. Because I know that if I install a box right, that customer just might call me back in the future. So you have options with this plate, which is what I love. I mean, I can use 2 posts or I can use 1. And it just really depends on your preference. But if you just want to order the kit and just get 1 post, a spreader, and boxes, you basically have all you need to do the job. And you know, obviously I do like to do my tweaks of welding rebar to the base of this post just to make sure it's a little bit more reinforced. Some might call that overkill. I don't, but it's certainly nothing you have to do because you can order rebar attachments to the bottom of this that attach to the bottom of this from Mailbox that would essentially maybe do the same thing. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed that overview of the spreader. And you're seeing the post again, but look forward to installing this for a customer, and I'll put some details in the YouTube description below. Thanks.